What is up, guys? Welcome back. I am the Six Machine and we are here for some more Warhammer content. So a couple of days ago over on Reddit, I believe, a picture surfaced which appears to show off the new Blood Angels combat patrol. Now we know that Blood Angels and the Death Guard are the next in line for Codex/supplement after the Space Wolves and Deathwatch got theirs. Or get theirs, they're up for pre-order now. So it doesn't seem that unlikely that a Blood Angel combat patrol box has started to make rounds on the internet. So I think we can be pretty sure that this is fairly accurate as to what we can expect to find in the actual box itself. So in this video, we're just going to take a little look at the contents of the box and also have a little bit of a discussion about whether we think they're good and whether we think it's going to be good value for money as well. So from the picture on the front of the box, it looks like the contents are going to be a Primaris Librarian, a Space Marine Impulsor, 5 Intercessors, 5 Infiltrators, and 3 Aggressors. And we can presume as well that there will probably be at least 1, maybe 2 of the Blood Angel upgrade sprues as well, to give them their own unique shoulder pads and bits of bling and that sort of thing, like they had in the Space Wolves one. The Combat Patrol box sets are meant to give you around 25 power level, or I believe about 500 points, to get an army started. So it gives you a legal detachment as well. You've got an HQ, you've got your troops, and then it gives you something special. So in this case, a dedicated transport and the elites in the Aggressors. It's a nice way for Games Workshop to push new armies and get people to start collecting something new and have a nice, easy, battle-ready force ready to go very quickly and relatively cheaply. In terms of pricing, I've seen numbers thrown around that these are going to be around £85 for the boxes, which for what you get in this seems to be pretty good value. Certainly if this is priced at around £85, you are going to be making a significant savings. I think just ballpark figures, the cost of all the models in the box together, if you bought them separately, come to around £140 or so. So that gives you a saving of around £50–55, which is pretty significant. I think if we look at the units in the box themselves, there's a few things I like and a few things I don't like. So first of all, I like the fact they give you an Impulsor. Impulsors, they've gone up in points in the new codex, but they're still pretty good. I've got a couple myself and I've used them, and they always seem fairly effective. So I think a nice way to get an Impulsor with some other units and make a bit of a saving. I mean, you essentially get the Impulsor and a few other bits like the upgrade sprues for free if this does end up being £85. So if you've wanted an Impulsor but haven't really wanted to shell out for one on its own, this could be a good way to get a couple, as well as getting a few other units that you could either sell on or add to your army. The Intercessors and the Infiltrators, again, they're troops choices, so they're always useful. You can never really have too many troops choices, in my opinion. And if you want to add them to your Ultramarines or your Space Wolves or your Dark Angels, whoever it may be, they certainly will be useful as you want to expand your army to have bigger games. As a Dark Angel player, I like Intercessors. They're usually my go-to troops options, but I think Infiltrators and Incursors, they can be quite good for Blood Angels. Matt over from the Heralds of Hobby, who the channel is linked below, he's a person that I play with quite a lot. He often brings Infiltrators and Incursors to his games as a Blood Angel player. I have spoken with him about this box, and he did say that he would have preferred Assault Intercessors than Infiltrators or Incursors, which I agree with. I think for Blood Angels, Assault Intercessors would have maybe been a bit more of a thematic choice, but I don't think they're a bad option for Blood Angels to take at all. Blood Angels, to me at least, always seemed like a relatively psychic-focused chapter. They've got some very powerful psychers, and they've got their Librarian Dreadnoughts as well, so I think the inclusion of the Primaris Librarian as the HQ choice is quite thematic. I know a lot of people will already have a Librarian or will have this particular Librarian specifically, but I think it does quite fit for the Blood Angels, and it leaves the Chaplain option open for the eventual Dark Angels box as well, which again I think is more thematic for them. We also have the Aggressors, and I don't know if they're going to be the easy to build ones, but certainly in the picture that we have, they are the Flamestorm Gauntlet Aggressors, which I believe is what the easy to build option has. I could be wrong there, but again, they're good for Blood Angels. They've got good melee capabilities if you can get them into combat, and certainly if you give them the Flame option, they are going to want to get close to the enemy. So with the Blood Angels, +1 to wound and +1 attack when they're in Assault Doctrine, Aggressors can put out quite a lot of damage for Blood Angel players. So again, I think that is a relatively thematic option for them. There are some things that I think would have been better for this box set for the Blood Angels and slightly more thematic, but I think they've got a good little mix of melee in the Aggressors and some melee in the Incursors. And certainly with the Intercessors, you could always turn them into the Death Company Intercessors if you want. And depending on what options they have in the box, give them some assault bolters, and turn them into quite a nice unit that you can just advance up the board, aiming to get into combat. I feel like the biggest change I would have done in this box if I had been Games Workshop would have been assault intercessors instead of regular intercessors. I know that they're going for more Primaris only, and it seems in all the boxes that we've managed to have a look at so far, it has been purely Primaris, but it would have been nice to have seen some jump infantry or sanguinary guard or something like that. I know there's nothing Primaris that has a jump pack at the moment, and certainly nothing that has a melee option for a jump pack. I mean, you could argue that Inceptors have the jump packs of the Primaris, but they're certainly not melee focused. I think overall this box set is going to be good for people that like Blood Angels because of the upgrade sprues and all that sort of thing. But even if you don't and you just want to sell the upgrade sprues and sell the Librarian, the stuff in there is going to be useful for pretty much any Marine chapter. Certainly if you want to get some more dedicated transports in your army, this is probably going to be the best way to get the Impulsor, because even if you sell the rest of it, you can basically get the Impulsor for pretty much free. It'll be interesting to see what the Death Guard Combat Patrol brings and whether we see any pictures of that in the near future. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this box set, what you think about the price of it, what you think about the contents of it, whether you're going to be getting it as a Blood Angel player or whether you're going to be getting it as a player of another Marine chapter. What would you like to have seen in this instead if you were a Blood Angel player? And also, what do you think we will see in other ones? So for the Dark Angels, for example, or for other Xenos factions, for example. It'll be interesting to see what Games Workshop do with regards to these Combat Patrol boxes, which by and large seem to be replacing the start collecting boxes of the past. So let me know in the comments below, and thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and until the next video, I will catch you later, guys.